A very good morning to all my dear students. We were doing this lesson, The Thief's Story by Ruskin Bond. We'll continue the same lesson. Let's start. As you know that there are two characters in this lesson. One is Hari, who is thief, and the other person is Anil, who is the employer. Anil had trusted Hari, which makes it difficult for Hari to rob Anil. But he can't wait anymore and decided to do his job.
Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. I sat upon the floor considering the situation. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept up to the bed and Anil was sleeping peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine were mostly scars. My hands slid under the mattress, searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew them out with a sound. Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. Here, I have underlined few words. Make sure that you go through the meaning of these words from the dictionary. So here, Hari had been trusted upon by Anil. This was the only thing that was stopping Hari from stealing. Hari feels that he would start with some work. He had not robbed anyone for a long time. He also justified his act of stealing Anil's money by telling himself that if he didn't steal it, then also Anil would be wasting money on his friends. Now, in the night time, Anil was sleeping. Hari thought of starting his work. There was a little bit light over a beam of moonlight. There was a little bit light over Anil's bed because of the moonlight that was coming in from the window. Hari sat on the floor and planned if he took the money that Anil had kept under the mattress, he thought that if he takes the money, he could leave the city by 10:30 p.m. Lucknow Express train. Hari then crawled towards the bed and slipped his hand slowly inside the bed mattress. He looked at Anil, who was sleeping peacefully there on his bed. His face was absolutely clear and no lines on his face, no marks on his face. He slid under the mattress, searching for the notes. He found them and drew them out without a sound. On the other hand, Anil was carefree and thought good for others, because of which he has such a nice face. Hari then took out the notes without making any sound. Anil took a breath in his sleep and turned his side. He was directly facing Hari, which scared him a bit, and Hari quickly left the room. He began to run on the road. He had notes tucked at his waist by the string of his pajamas. He counted the notes, 600 rupees in 50. He had 12 notes of 50 rupees each which made it 600 rupees. Hari thought to himself that with this amount he could live a luxurious life like an Arabian sheikh for at least 2 weeks. Let's move to the next page. When I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office but dashed straight to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages, but I hesitated for some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. Dashed means quickly ran towards something, and carriages is any of the separate sections of a train that carry passengers. So when Hari reached the station, he straight away went to the platform without buying a ticket, as he had never bought a ticket ever in his life. He had always travelled without a ticket. When he reached the platform, the Lucknow Express in which he had to go was just leaving the platform. The train was still slow, so he could have easily jumped and got on one of the carriages. What is carriages? Let me explain you once again. What is carriages? Where it's a section in the train that carry passengers. But I hesitated. But he did not do so. There was a bit of hesitation in him. Even he didn't understand that why he had that hesitation inside him. I can't explain. And I lost the chance to get away. And because of that hesitation, he could not board the train. He could not jump on the train. After some time, when the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. Deserted means without people. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. And I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. The only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. Bazaar is market. So, after some time, when the train had left, he found himself all alone in the empty platform where there was no one. Hari did not know now where would he spend the night, as he had robbed the person who trusted him the most, and now there was no place for him to go. He did not have any friends whom he could go to, as he used to think that friends were more of a trouble than being helpful. This is what his thought was, that friends gives more trouble than help. He did not even want to stay at one of the small hotels, as that would attract attention. He knew only one person, and that person was the man I had robbed. And who was that? It was none other than the person was Anil. Hari was walking through the bazaar after leaving the station. He was thinking his observation as a thief. What he observed, let's check it out. I had made a study of men's faces when they lost their goods. Just underline these lines. It is beautifully penned down. It's beautifully written by the writer, where it is written, I had made a study of men's faces when they had lost their goods. The greedy man showed fear. The rich man showed anger. The poor man showed acceptance. But I knew that Anil's face, when he discovered the theft, would show only a touch of sadness. Not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. So, here, Hari is introspecting. Hari In his short career as a thief, he had made a study of men's faces after they had lost their goods. Whenever he had robbed people, he had noticed the expressions of people who had lost their goods. He says that greedy man showed fear after losing their goods. The rich man showed anger. The poor man showed acceptance because the poor man does not have any other option in life. But he thinks that what would have happened to Anil after discovering that I had taken out the money from his mattress. I had betrayed him. He discovered, he thinks that Anil's face, after discovering that I had robbed him, that his face would only show a touch of sadness. Sadness for what? Sadness for trusting Hari. Sadness for believing Hari. Sadness for blindly sharing everything to Hari. He will be sad for the loss of trust. He would be sad that he trusted someone so much and the person had betrayed him, and that person was Hari. I found myself in the Maidanas park and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly, it was early November, and a little drizzle, drizzle means very light rain, added to my discomfort. Not comfortable? Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. So, Hari was walking when he reached a park. He sat on a bench. As it was the month of November, the night was a bit chilly, and then the drizzle added to the discomfort that Hari was going through. It started raining quite heavily. Hari's shirt and pajamas were wet and stuck to his body. Cold wind was blowing across Hari's face. I went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed midnight, 12 a.m. I felt for the notes. They were damp. Damp means wet from the rain. Then, when Hari went back to the bazaar, he sat under the shelter of the clock tower to escape getting wet, as it was raining heavily. It was 12 o'clock by the clock tower. Hari checked the notes and he found that they were wet. Anil's money. In the morning, he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema. He is still thinking that if he was still there at Anil's place, he would have definitely given him 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema. But now I had it all. Now he says that he would have given me just 2 or 3 rupees from that bundle, but now I'm having all the money. But now, as he had stolen it, he had it all. His meals, run to the bazaar, or learn to write whole sentences anymore. He thinks that from now on, he would not be able to cook for him. He would not be able to go to the bazaar, learn to write whole sentences anymore from Anil. I had forgotten about them in the excitement of the theft. Whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a really big man, a clever and respected man, was something else. I should go back to Anil, I told myself, if not to learn, if only to learn to read and write. Just underline it. Now he thinks that he won't be able to make tea, he won't be able to go to the bazaar, neither he'll be able to learn to write whole sentences ever. He had not realized that he would be losing all these in the excitement of stealing the money. He knew that if he could learn to read and write, he could earn much more money than these few hundred rupees, and that too honestly. He knew that it was very easy to steal something from someone, but sometimes it was that easy to get caught as well. He thinks that if he learns to read and write, definitely he's going to earn more money in the future. But in the heat of the excitement, in the heat of excitement of stealing money from Anil, he couldn't think about all these things. But while sitting in the park, he thinks about all these things, and somewhere in his heart, he feels guilty. Guilty of breaking the trust of Anil. He knew that if he learned to read and write, he could surely become a big and respected man one day. Then Hari told himself that he should go back if he wanted to learn to read and write, and also if he wanted to be a big man one day. So Hari went back to Anil's room. It is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. He felt very nervous. He was very nervous. Why? Because he says that it's easier to steal something and run away from there, but more difficult to keep the stolen things back onto place. Hari thought that he should keep the stolen money under the mattress again. He went to the hallway and stood there as the moonlight was still facing over the bed. Anil was still asleep. I crept to the head of the bed and my hand came up with the notes. I felt his breath on my hand. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. I awoke late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50-rupee note between his fingers. My heart sank. I thought I had been discovered. I made some money yesterday, he explained. Now you will be paid regularly. My spirit rose, but when I took the note, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. Today, we will start writing sentences, he said. He knew, but neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way, and the smile came by itself without any effort. Hari went near the head of the bed and took out the notes. As he was going near the mattress, his hand could feel Anil's breath on his hand. Hari became still for a moment, found the edge of the mattress and finally slipped the notes under it. The next morning, Anil woke up and made tea. Anil gave 50-rupee note to Hari. He told that 50-rupee note he is giving to him because he had made good amount of money, and he also said that he will be paid regularly. And when he took the note from Anil's hand, he found that the note was still wet from the night's rain. What did you find here? Did Anil notice that the note was wet? Did he know about that what had happened last night? What do you think? Obviously, yes. He knew everything. He knew that the note was wet. But Anil had shown faith on Hari, which changed him into a good human being, which changed him into a human being from a thief. He further said that he will be teaching how to write sentences to Hari. He was so calm and composed that his lips nor his eyes showed anything. Hari smiled at Anil in his most appealing way, in his most attractive way, and that smile was not fake at all. That smile was real. That smile came by all by itself without any effort. So, this is a beautiful story written by Ruskin Bond where he has shown that how a person changes himself, how one's deep faith can make someone change in his life and walk in the good path.